Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the rookie from nearby Michigan. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, he'll try to get it on the ground.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Whoa.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for their running back. Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
1-yard gain.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
He'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. They'll bring up 2nd down. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Panthers 60, Panthers 7, Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19, go street. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Handoff here, up the middle, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
He'll drop to throw. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't rap long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
13 yards on the play.
That catch number 40 on the season for him. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. The throw here is complete. He'll be brought midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Warriors 70. Here we go, sack. Panthers 60.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Tag. Go win it, go win it. Go.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will score! Touchdown, Detroit!
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, great. Come on. Hit. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback in their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I really like this call, Mike. These are rundowns. 2nd and short. All right, what do most teams do? Just extend the drive, pick up a first down. This is prime opportunity for play pass, play action, trying to take a shot. Now, it falls incomplete, but you still have 3rd and potentially 4th down, and you only need a couple yards. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
We won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down about the 28, but moving James. That's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And the Lions
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys.
To the air one more time. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a run. A gain there of 21. First down, Detroit.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Second down, they need 3. Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
The kicker on.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Lions move out on top. 14-0.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
18, 5, pass all 80. 19, Wyatt. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He's got the 1st down and more than that. A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
19, 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of Lamb.
The pass. Complete to CD Lamb. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Got 60, got 60. Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 29 Broncos.
This complete. It's Lamb again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down, Dallas.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Top row 18.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
In motion, Lamb. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 14, Cowboys
7. Taken from me. Life's got always been messing with me.
Chaz Wiley took it home.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he will score. Isaac Tosmar. Touchdown, Detroit. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Makes the score Lions 21, Cowboys 7.
Ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Eagles, 60.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Buffalo 18. Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Warriors 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. He hits Coleman. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Cowboys.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Dragon 60.
Back to the air once more on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Yards to go.
In motion, Lamb.
1918.
Back to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Now, faking the give. That is tossed. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Cowboys 14.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
At the 38.
And we've seen him take one back earlier in the year, and he just about added another one. He's proven to be someone to game plan against in the return game, and that was a heck of a run back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch attempt on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
So second down, and they'll run it. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They'll throw here on third and short. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Back to the air again on second and 10. Left side, caught by Lance. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Third and inches.
Here we go, set! Bronco leading! Go!
He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Third and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Get up! Third! 70 Timberwolf!
From the gun, here's a handoff, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Come on, come on! Hey!
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
3rd and 10.
Go! 79 Broncos. 79.
Moving outside the pocket. He'll try to run for it. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back in the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Point after try, forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the air, following that. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Set. Viking 18. Hawks 70. Hawks 70.
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly. And now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he pitches it.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1.
Let's go. 18, 72, Warriors, 70. Riggs. Rig alert. Go street. 7 Pirates. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is Got it. Isaac to Sloan. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year.
The
try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are going to extend their lead. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 35-yard line.
Start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. This pass right side, caught by Lance. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got a touchdown on the boats from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
1st and 10.
Set up. 70 Lions. 19 tight.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Now give on the ground. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, When did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close.
19, Tiger, 9, go!
This one caught at the 4. And he's in! Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Lions stretch things out even further.
Lions 49. Cowboys 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Second and 10, Bill. Try to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's down the field for Lamb. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Looking to throw here on second and 10. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Isaac Toslaw. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his third of this game. The extra point is good. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead.
14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. toss, right side. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he'll be taken down about the 28, but Luke James, that's a first down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.